with your host, Sean Myrie. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Yup, once again, tonight I got a special one for you. Really, you know, going viral. She's Miss Viral. You know her name, the one and only Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, right? For the ones who may not know who she is, popular hip hop pop star, real name Annika Tanya Mirage Petty. Born December 8th, 1982, known as professionally as Nicki Minaj, is a Trinidadian rapper, singer, songwriter dubbed the Queen of Rap, and one of the most influential rappers of all time. She is noted for her dynamic rap flow, witty lyrics, musical versatility, and alter egos. She has alter egos too, right? So, yeah, one of the best rappers raised in New York City. Minaj began rapping professionally in the early 2000s. So she started for a while, right? She gained recognition with her three mixtapes between 2007 and 2009. Minaj her first album, studio album, Pink Friday 2010. That's around the time when Drake was signed to the same one, Young Money, Cash Money. Opened up with the largest female rap album sales. That's what really made her big. Of the 21st century, topped the US billboards with 200 and spawned the single Super Bass. She explored dance pop on her second US number one album, Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded 2012. Damn, years go by, man. Very successful, but now she's controversial, right? So Roman Reloaded 2012, which produced the top five singles Starships. She returned to her hip hop roots with the Pink Print 2014 and the Queen 2018, which she yielded the singles Anaconda and Chun Li. Minaj achieved her first Billboard 100, right? Number one singles with her 2020 duets Say So and Trolls. Man, she has a lot of accolades. The former was the first female rap collaboration to top the charts with her fifth album, Pink Friday 2, 2023, made her the female rapper with the most US number one albums, three, and spawned her first solo US number one single, Super Freaky Girl. She keeps going. She got a lot of accolades. She made a lot of money. She broke a lot of charts. But now she's breaking a lot of hearts because she had barbs, a lot of people who are barbs, and she lost a lot of Barb followers on Instagram, right? A lot when she done a interview with Erica Kirk. So she's becoming really controversial, supporting the Republicans, supporting Donald Trump, supporting a lot of people that a lot of people don't like, right? So now she's MAGA Minaj. MAGA Minaj that attended the summit recently, Trump's summit, right, at the Treasury. It was, kind of a financial summit introducing things. And she got her gold card or whatever you want to call her citizenship to be fully in America. Now, what is she doing right now? She is influencing Donald Trump 100%. She's influencing Donald Trump to, you know, do whatever she wants. She got some influence going on, right? First, Don Lemon. She don't like him. They have a little war going on, and then Donald Trump rumor he sent out the FBI to arrest him for that Minnesota situation, right? So recently, there's a other fellow at the Grammys, and he was, I guess, the host of the Grammys. What's his name? Trevor Noah, and he done a joke, right, about her still talking with Donald Trump at the White House, and she didn't like it. She responded. Even Donald Trump responded. So, like I'm saying, she's really turned MAGA, MAGA Minaj, doing big things, right? She had a couple interviews. I think one interview, which she called Don Lemon, still a cock, the rest, called him out again. when the lady asked her a question in regards to Don Lemon. It's the same thing how she responded to him. She said in the interview. So it makes you wonder, like, what is she playing around with? Is she homophobic, or is she like what is it? It's kind of confusing because a lot of people, I'm guessing, in the LGBT community follow Nicki Minaj. I'm confused. A lot of people really like Nicki Minaj from that community, and she lost a lot of support, right? Because she wants to support the Republicans and all types of stuff. And in the interview, what I seen too, a recent interview, a lady was interviewing her, and she was asking her questions about politics, about immigration, about Donald Trump. Basically, she wants to be a politician. She feels now this is her calling, to be a politician, right? Because she likes the power. That's what I think. I think she likes the power. What she sees Donald Trump putting out, like, she likes that type of power of control. So now she's thinking, oh, I want to be a politician because she wants to do something. Really? Nicki Minaj wants to do good things for the people. She says she wants to be a politician because she sees how powerful it is. Like the other day, Don Lemon got arrested, really reminded because of Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj put that out, right? And after then, Donald Trump, right? Because she's good with Donald Trump. She met up with Donald Trump, right? Ordered that, ordered to go after Don Lemon. It's right there. It's facts. Ordered to go after Don Lemon. So she's like out of control. Like when she talks a lot, and she's using social media to hit it, right? So she's made a lot of money, like I'm saying. She's bringing up even other conspiracy theories. I'll go through that later. She's bringing up all those types of stuff. But Minaj is well celebrated, right? Like I said, her career basically, not her career, but getting big basically started 2010, 2011 breakthrough with Pink Friday. That was the big thing. That was the release, right? Uh, like I said, Young Money, Cash Money, they were behind her really big. And she worked with a lot of artists, right? So she's losing a lot of the support in her community itself by aligning herself with Donald Trump. She's losing a lot of support and money, I would think, but she doesn't care, right? What's the real reason Nicki Minaj is aligning herself with Donald Trump? I think one of the main reasons is so she's protected, right? Legally. Now she's legally a American citizen, and uh, whatever dirt she has in her background, she's hoping Donald Trump could cover it up. That's what I'm guessing. She's hoping that a lot of people are hating, or I shouldn't say hating, are disliking Nicki Minaj, right? They don't like what she's been doing because before she had a lot. Well, she still got some support, but she had way more support. This is a bad media. This is good bad for her image now that she's with Donald Trump. Even though you think that Donald Trump has a lot of supporters. Yeah, he does have supporters, but is this a good move for Nicki Minaj? Like, I know a lot of people are criticizing her. People are making fun of her. Probably people think she's crazy. People have accused her of taking a lot of narcotics. They have accused her of taking a lot of narcotics, right? It's crazy. Nicki Minaj wants to run for office one day, probably, saying she has inspiration, inspiration, right? She got inspiration from Donald Trump. It was a calling for her to get into politics. That's what she's saying. It's like a calling, right? So is she gonna retire being a rapper? I think so. The money, whatever she has, she must be comfortable with. So I don't know if she's gonna do one more album, or she's like, that's like a message that she's gonna retire, saying she has a calling, saying politics. So she's gonna go fully into politics. Let's see that. I want to see if she actually goes fully into politics. This will be something. But right now, I was telling people she's the attack dog for Donald Trump. She's the one who's gonna look out any celebrity who's talking shit. She's gonna go after them. See, she went after Don Lemon. She went after Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah responded, but she went after him. And then you hear about Donald Trump wanting to maybe sue him for talking about him and making fun of him. It's like that's crazy. Donald Trump is gonna actually go out there and sue the comedian. I think he's a comedian. He said he was a terrible host. He said he was a terrible host. What do you guys think of that? Saying he's a terrible host, right? Trevor Noah, I don't really even watch anything what he does. Like to me, it wasn't really that funny. But like Donald Trump said he was a terrible host. So let's see what else is gonna be happening. But like I'm saying, Nikki has the money. Now she's fully American, and Donald Trump's behind her, right? But she's making a lot of claims right now. She's talking about a lot of things right now. She's bringing up Jay Z's name too. So she's brave, man. She's bringing up Jay Z's name, talking about Epstein files. Um, People are asking Donald Trump about the Epstein files. And yeah, she's talking about the Epstein files, or bringing up Jay Z. But I think Jay Z owes her money. That's what the real beef is with Nicki Minaj and Jay Z, and she's bringing him up now. It's like she's trying to extort him, like how Donald Trump does the extortion, right? Um, she's basically bringing up Jay Z the same time people are bringing up Jay Z and trying to link him to the what's called the Epstein shit, right? So rumor, I don't know if this is fact or proof that Jay Z owes her 100 million. That's what she claims, 100 million to 200 million, because of what did he have? He had a streaming service, right? Jay Z's streaming service. I remember trying to remember the name. Uh, but she done a deal with Jay Z, and she's angry right now. She's angry right now because she's claiming Jay Z made money from what was his streaming service? Jay Z's streaming service, yeah, and he sold it, and she says he owes her money, right? She's claiming that Jay Z owes her like 100 million to 200 million. So, and at the same time, you're hearing about this Epstein stuff coming up. That's kind of funny, right? Epstein with Jay Z. What did he had? Wasn't TuneCore? Uh, Jay Z's distribution music service. Either way, I'll find out later. But Nicki Minaj feels that she's owed that, and probably they're not responding to her. Like she keeps knocking for this money from Jay Z, and now this whole Epstein stuff is coming up about Jay Z. So it's like, is that extortion? Like saying, yo, if you don't give me that 100 million or 200 million, I'm gonna make Donald Trump investigate you, right? She's crazy, y'all. That's what she's after. She's after the money, man. She's after the money. She wants those royalties. So Jay Z, let me put Jay Z and Nicki Minaj beef, because it's big things, some big things why they're beefing. So the ongoing feud between Nicki Minaj and Jay Z centers around financial disputes. See, related to Tidal. I remember Tidal. Yeah, Tidal was Jay Z's thing. He says he could help artists a lot. accusation of hypocrisy and personal jabs on social media. Yeah, origins of the beef. The conflict between Nicki Minaj and Jay Z primarily stems from the involvement with Tidal music streaming service, co-founded by Jay Z. When Tidal launched, artists like Minaj were promised 3% equity stake in exchange for their contributions. However, after Jay Z sold the majority stake in Tidal to Jack Dorsey, squared to about 297 million. In 2021, Minaj claimed she received only 1 million, alleging that she was owed between 100 million to 200 million. She referred to this as a karmic a karmic debt and expressed her intentions to use any owed funds to support her fans' education through her Student of the Game initiative. So they have a beef. Jay Z and Nicki Minaj have a beef. She's using Donald Trump too. This is so dirty, yo. That's what's gonna come up, man. She's dirty, man. She's bringing up shit, man. She's ready to go to war. That's why she's saying it's a calling to be in politics. What? She's deadly, Minaj. So you know what she's trying to do now? Do the same thing like Donald Trump, extort, a way to extort people now. Because you hear about this Epstein shit. They brought up Jay Z's name the other day. That could just be, I don't know if that's real news or fake news. Him and Pusha T saying that they're in the Epstein files. Everybody's worried about these Epstein files coming out now. People are talking about these Epstein files. Recent development in July 2025, Minaj took to social media to air her grievances, accusing Jay Z of financial betrayal and hypocrisy regarding his political affiliations. See, she suggested that he was secretly supportive of Donald Trump. Now, see how this is all fucking mixed up now. She was saying that he was supporting Donald Trump. Now she's supporting Donald Trump secretly, supportive of Donald Trump despite publicly presenting himself as a Democrat. This accusation was fueled by the fact that Desiree Perez, Rock Nation CEO, received the pardon from Trump. I didn't even know that shit. So the CEO of Rock Nation was pardoned by Trump, which Minaj framed as a contradiction to Jay-Z's public persona. Lee, Nicki Minaj is deadly, yo. Nicki Minaj is really trying to hit him. Personal jabs. Personal jabs and social media exchange. The feud has also included personal attacks. For instance, Minaj made a viral comment about Jay Z's hair. Holy shit. She is deadly. Oh, God. Nikki, let me read this rest. The feud has also included personal attacks. For instance, Nicki Minaj made a viral comment about Jay Z's hair, implying it was a wig. Conspiracy. Saying this is MAGA Minaj, yo. Conspiracy. It's a wig, which was seen as a humorous yet pointed jab at his image and legacy. This comment was part of the broader critique of Jay Z's influence in the industry, where Minaj accused Rock Nation of undermining her career and blocking collaborations. Shit, that kind of sounds like Tory Lane's accusations. And we're hearing this from Nicki Minaj. But how? She was with Cash Money, Young Money. So after that, saying that he was doing that maybe to make his wife more big too. You never know. That is a conspiracy because she's blaming Jay Z for blocking her career, but she made a lot of money already, man. I don't know what she's on, but look, the beef between Nicki Minaj and Jay Z is multifaceted, involving financial disputes, political accusations, and personal insults. As both artists continue to make headlines, the ongoing conflict reflects the deeper issues within the music industry regarding artists' rights and representation. The situation remains dyna- dynamic, but both artists likely to continue addressing their grievances. So she's bringing her grievances to politics right now. It seems that she's using this whole Donald Trump campaign to kind of scare Jay Z. That's what it is. This is to scare Jay Z by aligning herself with Donald Trump. She was saying that he was a supporter of Donald Trump before, which I never heard of that shit, and I don't think Jay Z's gonna admit that right now. But Jay Z's what's called CEO of The Rock was pardoned by Trump. I didn't know that. It was pardoned by Donald Trump. So that's big. I don't know how much people are talking about that, right? So Minaj put out the dirt out there. She's a big figure. She amplified what the beef is, well, people, what it's about, and she wants money. It's MAGA all the way. She wants her 100 to 200 million dollars, and at any means necessary. If she got to be friendly with Donald Trump and hug him and shit to get, kind of the message to Jay Z. Because remember, everybody's scared of Jay Z. Or people say you know, they don't play with Jay Z. But now she's with Donald Trump. She's with Donald Trump, right? So you know what Donald Trump is? He's a hustler. If you want to say Jay Z's a hustler, she, definitely he's a hustler. Mr. Donald Trump, and she's with him. So with these Epstein files all of a sudden coming around, you're hearing about Jay Z's name flung into to this whole thing with the Epstein files. Is this a good look? Now, Jay Z's name been brought into other situations with Diddy, right? People brought up him with Diddy. Now you're hearing about Epstein files, and he fought Diddy's thing, that lawyer who was trying something. So what are we gonna see with this shit now? Because Nicki Minaj wants that money. That's why she's on this campaign. She wants that 100 million, 200 million is kind of ridiculous. 100 million, I don't know if she should be getting 100 million, but yo, MAGA, Nicki, what next is she gonna do? Like I said, I didn't even know she had an interview with Erica Kirk, right? And in that interview, right, which I seen it, I just didn't really watch it, but when you watch that interview, basically that is her change. That's when she started really aligning herself with the Republicans. I'm talking about Nikki. And then you seen her not too long ago with Trump at his summit, right? Basically hugging him, holding his hands and shit. So she's MAGA. Anybody who talks about Mr. Trump is going to get it. Anybody who talks about Trump. She keeps talking about how people talk about him badly or some shit like that. So she keeps hearing that, and she said that she wants to defend him, right? She's looking to defend him. Bless up. What are you saying, Big Chill? What are you saying? Yeah, she wants to defend him. It's crazy, man. Nikki, MAGA Nikki. She's going after all the people who talk against Trump. She's highlighting them all. She's making sure that she spotlights them. Like I said, that guy recently, Trevor Noah, because he made fun of her, right? Donald Trump even talked about him. That's to show you something. He talked about him, saying he was a bad host. Donald Trump talked about him because Nicki Minaj was talked about. So what does that show you, right? And saying that he might sue Trevor Noah. He's saying, but he's really nobody to worry about, right? So, listen, man, Nikki is no joke. She's no joke. Wants to be a politician. That's what she wants to do. She wants to be a politician. Her newfound, whatever, love wants to be a politician. So she crashed out with the Grammys. She crashed out because that guy made a joke saying that she's not at the Grammys and she's still talking with Donald Trump, right? Call him Donald Trump. But look, let me see if I got it right here. Yeah. See? Wow. Nicki Minaj just said what a lot of Christians are thinking out loud. I don't know about that. But it says any Christian who votes Democrat again is a fool. They're showing people that it's okay to disrupt a church during worship. The veil has lifted. No morals nor integrity. They're escalated to a physical intrusion of places of worship. So, yeah, she was a big, figure in the media who called out Don, right? First, called him out and then said that bad word about him, cock, and you know the rest, right? So this is where it kind of started right here. This is where it started. Like she responded to Don, and after then, everything started to blow up, man. Everything started to blow up, and now she's a Republican. Now she's a Republican, or she's with them, right? And she'll do anything to get her way because, like I said, right now you're just hearing Jay Z's name for some reason. Jay Z's name is everywhere. Jay Z probably don't like that. His wife don't like that and stuff like that. Um, Putting him with the Epstein stuff. She's calling. She wants some money from him. She wants the 100 million. She believes she deserves 100 million. $100 million for real? Nah, I don't think Nicki deserves any $100 million. But I remember when she went with Jay Z's streaming service, she was the biggest one, right? So maybe the 3%, yeah, is a lot. She wants some type of money, and she's not gonna stop until she gets something. Jay Z, man, you better give her some type of money because she's gonna sick Donald Trump on you in some type of way. They're gonna dig up some dirt or try to make up some dirt, which they're doing with the Epstein files right now. Right now, they're doing it with the Epstein files. They're doing it big with the Epstein files. So all of this is just because she's angry with people like Jay Z, who's rich and powerful in the media world, and she wants that money. Like it says, the conflict between Nicki and Jay Z primarily stems from involvement with Tidal, the music streaming service co-founded by Jay Z. When Tidal launched, artists like Minaj were promised 3% equity stake in exchange for contributions. So she only got $1 million, she said, 1 million, alleging she was owed about 100 million to $200 million. So she wanted that much money. That much money. Now, when she says Nicki Minaj stands up for Trump again against bullying, says she couldn't handle how he was being treated. She couldn't handle that. What the fuck? Come on, man. Nicki Minaj, but you couldn't handle how he was being treated. You just wanted to be treated with a golden card or whatever so you don't get deported, right? Nicki Minaj just got Trump's gold card. She's full MAGA. Fully MAGA, people. 100%. Trump's gold card is. That's funny, yo. That's funny. Watch out for her. Trust me. All celebrities better watch out for Nicki. Anybody who's talking about Nicki is gonna be getting it, right? Some people may say she's crazy. Some people may say she's taking drugs and stuff like that. But yo, she's speaking up for Donald Trump. Let's see how long this continues. Will it continues, right? Will this continue? Trevor Noah might be the next victim for sure. Trevor Noah might be the next victim. Grammy host Trevor Noah is mocking Nicki's support for President Trump. poking fun at the rap star's recent trip to the White House. After picking out some high profile musical artists in the audience at the 68th annual Grammys, including Pharrell Williams, Jelly Roll, Miley Cyrus in Los Angeles, Noah what quipped to the crowd, Nicki Minaj is not here. That's all you were saying. Is not here. She's still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues, Noah said while delivering the opening monologue at the award show, saying that making fun of Nicki, basically making fun of Nicki, man, saying that she is part of Trump's, I guess, whole president is part of Trump's decisions. You get what I'm saying? It's like make saying that she's not smart and making fun of Donald Trump, making fun of them both. I don't know if this helps Nicki's music, but um, she basically could be killing her career right now, killing her career. Right? Heaven forgive Black Star has a different opinion. I don't know. I don't know who. I don't know, but right now, like I said, this Trevor Noah guy is a spotlight, and I think she trying to expose him and saying that he's like part of the, gay. I think that's what she's trying to expose him, saying that he's gay recently. So I don't know. It seems too much a coincidence. The two individuals Nikki's attacking are from that community. So, and you would think a lot of people support Nikki from that community. And she's called out Don Lemon again in another interview, said cock and the rest, right? Dirty word. She doesn't care. So I thought that I was surprised when she said it again. She repeated it. So she has a big beef with Don Lemon. Like she has a big beef. She ain't backing down. She's not backing down. And she said the same thing again. So it makes you wonder. Conservatives buy rap albums too. Yeah, they buy rap albums. You're right, Mike Curley. Conservatives do buy rap albums, but um, she's getting mad support right now for a new career because doing music for her, unless a lot of the Republicans actually support her music, her career is finished right now. She's got to be with Donald Trump and try to be a politician. Her beef is bigger with Jay Z. Yeah, yeah, her beef is bigger with Jay Z. I agree. It's money. She wants 100 million to 200 million. So I'm saying she's using Donald Trump to kind of scare Jay Z. Conservatives are hypocrites as well. Yeah, Prince, cash out. Yeah, you out. Yeah, yeah. But she's using Donald Trump to kind of scare Jay Z. I think she's trying to do that. She will get it. You think she will get it? Mike Curley? Maybe she will. Jay Z might be running scared because they're looking into the Epstein files right now, or they've been looking into the Epstein files, and I don't know if it's real news or fake news, but they're putting his name in it, Jay Z, right? And Donald Trump, he kind of looked over those Epstein files and stuff like that for a good while. And if Jay Z is all of a sudden mentioned, it's a coincidence that Nicki Minaj, another entertainer, rapper who doesn't like Jay Z, is friends with Donald Trump now. So I don't know what's cooking up, right? So something is cooking up. I'm telling people before it really goes out there, right? She's using Trump to scare Jay Z, like how we say extort, like how Trump will threaten countries and things what he's gonna do. This is what's going through. She wants that 100 million. She wants that 200 million from Jay Z. She feels when she was part of Title that she's owed money. She probably is owed money. Probably is. I don't know if it's 100 million or 200 million, but the more you see Nicki Minaj praising Trump and being around Trump, the more you're gonna start to see a lot of celebrities being quiet because she's Trump's attack dog. She's gonna be attacking any celebrity on the internet who talks about Donald Trump, right? Because especially right that she was at they were at the Grammys and people were laughing at Trevor Noah's joke, so she was like the joke. She don't like that shit. All those people were kind of laughing at her. It's a lot of people in Hollywood laughing at her because she associate with Donald Trump. So how is she gonna feel to go out to any event? Is she gonna go out to any public event? She's gonna be different going out to public events. I'll tell you, she's not gonna want to be going out to public events where the community is, the hip hop or the culture is. Because how will the culture treat her? How's the culture gonna treat her? She she is been rapping for 25 years. You would think she would have at least 200 million. That's right. You're right. She's worth 150 million. She don't need the money, but she wants the money. She still wants. That's a good amount of money. That's a chunk still. $100 million. She claims maybe $200 million. I don't think she's gonna let that go. And I don't think. And one reason she don't like Jay Z. There's more to it than just the money. There's something more of what she does not like. So maybe she has a beef with Beyonce too. It must be an undercover beef with her and Beyonce. We don't know this shit. What's going on? Because Beyonce's like the queen, the queen of this, what the queen bee. She's the queen of. She don't like that shit. She calls herself the queen. Nicki Minaj calls herself the queen, right? She don't like somebody else being, looked upon as the queen of urban music or whatever you want to call it, and is with the individual she doesn't like. And how she criticized Jay Z is crazy. Who's next? Remember I said who's next? Who's next for her? I mean, yeah, who's next on the list? There'll be more people, guaranteed. Any more individuals, especially if they bring her name up, she's going at them. Any celebrity who brings Nicki Minaj up, I can't wait to actually hear her response because she responded to the Trevor Noah guy, right? In a way saying that he's in the closet. Thanks for speaking both sides. Yes, much respect. Saying that he's in the closet. She's trying to expose to say he's gay. I don't know what is that supposed to do? Like saying he's gay. So it makes you wonder. That's why she's losing a lot of support because she has beef now with two people. If it's true, I don't know if Trevor Noah is really gay or whatever, but she's attacking her, focusing on that, and that's gonna make the community. That's gonna make her lose certain fans, right? You already know. Civil conversation, much respect. That's gonna make her lose a lot of support, like it or not. So she really must be sacrificing her career. That's what I'm thinking. Like, is there any going back to how she supposed to be before? Like, I think she wants to just sacrifice her career. Like, I can't imagine her doing any new music and people really supporting it. Or maybe this is a thing like Kanye West, right? Maybe this is a thing she's trying to do like Kanye and do all this crazy shit, say whatever she wants to say, and then have to say she apologizes. Because that's what Kanye West done recently. Kanye West apologized, right? So let's see if that happens. Will she change back and say she apologizes? Right now, it looks like she's going in. She has a power trip right now. It looks like she's really going in. She got the president behind her. So we're not going to see any change maybe for like 2, 3 years. She's gonna be riding this out. She's gonna ride this with Donald Trump. She's gonna ride it out. She's not going anywhere until she sees Donald Trump gone. Then she might change. She might change back if Donald Trump is gone, right? So a lot of people didn't know who she was, when she was at that meeting. When she was at that meeting, a lot of, I should say, his people, or a certain type of crowd, didn't know who Nicki Minaj was. They said, "Who's this black woman on stage hugging Donald Trump, holding his hand and stuff?" It was still like weird to some of the people who were in the room. Now everybody probably knows who she is. But yeah, now people know who she is, which is unfair and got lost her ass husband. What are you saying? So which is unfair and got her ass husband, or loser? Oh, time. Well, people are talking about her husband. They're bringing up that dirt about her husband and her brother and stuff like that. So it's kind of sticky situation, because now how Trump, I don't know if Trump knows everything, but especially with this Epstein files going out now, like it kind of look, if you dig that up, because I think Trevor Noah responded with something regarding that again. The same thing like Don Lemon responded regarding her husband, right? So her husband, Nicki Minaj's husband, let me look it up. Like they keep saying he was like with underage girl, I think an underage girl, but let's know the real story. Husband's charge, because they keep bringing it up, man. They keep bringing it up. Nicki Minaj's husband sentenced for sex offender registry problem. Oh shit. So this is a really denting Nicki Minaj. That's why she's going out nuclear. That's why she's with Donald Trump, right? She don't give a shit, because this is serious, man. When someone talks about this, like they've been accusing Drake, like, in rap songs, saying certified pedophile, and he is not. That he's suing for that right now because of damages. He wants to sue the record company Drake. So imagine this: Nicki Minaj's husband sentenced for sex offender registry problem. Kenneth Petty was convicted of attempted rape in New York in 1995 for an incident that occurred with a 16-year-old girl. Shit, I don't know how old he was, but he must have been older, right? And he got charged. Rapper Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, was sentenced Wednesday in Los Angeles probation and home detention for failing to register as a sex offender. Petty, 44, was also ordered to pay $55,000 fine as part of the sentence of a 3-year probation and a year at home detention, according to U.S. attorneys. So I don't know how old this guy was, but he was older than the individual alleged whatever he was charged with. More than 2 decades before he married Nicki Minaj in 2019, Petty was convicted of attempted rape in New York in 1995 for an incident that occurred with a 16-year-old girl in September 1994. Shit. He served about 4.5 years in prison. As a condition of his conviction, he must register as a sex offender whenever he moves. Holy shit. So, okay, so that's way back in the day. That's way back in the day, but still, it's on him. Still, after so long, damn. He and shit. So that don't look good. Like it or not, he's charged with this, and he served 4 years, yo. Whatever, he served at least 4 years. She knows him from way back, I think, right? The woman suing Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty, for alleged harassment and intimidation was speaking. She has so much drama going on in her life. That's why she's doing all this shit now. Yeah, the rap shit is like she don't want to do that anymore. She tired. Now she wants to lash out at people and align herself with Donald Trump. That's what she's doing. Aligning herself with Donald Trump. 100%. So her career is basically done. That's what she's saying. Because of this stuff coming out, this husband, what she had, or she, not too long ago, she's been with this man, but because she went with this man with this background, it's like this is a sacrifice to her career. Now it's like, it's now she's taking it in. Now everybody's taking it in because of yeah, this you can't erase. The man has a record, even if it was from 90 whatever. 4 years in prison he served. 4 years in prison. And because he failed to register as a sex offender, they charged him $55,000, and she probably paid that shit, right? 3 years probation and a year home detention. Shit. Couldn't hide this. She wished she could hide this. So forever, they're gonna use this over her head. So that's why Nicki Minaj been like, people's thinking she's going crazy. She had a baby with this guy, so see, people been talking. They've been talking about Nicki. They've been talking about her. It's not good. It's not a good thing because they're making fun of Drake, and that's not even true about the certified lover boy and all that shit. Certified pedophile, right? They're making fun of him just for that. Drake been done since 2018. Trump knows she's about to ask for a pardon for her brother. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Drake been done from since 2018. You think so? Drake's coming out with the Iceman. See, Drake's even. I wonder what Drake thinks of this because Drake is a fellow, right? Young Money associate and good friend, probably with Nicki Minaj. I wonder what he thinks of Nicki Minaj choosing to be MAGA because she's with the MAGA 100%. She's with the MAGA for now. She's with the MAGA, right? For now, she's with the MAGA. But the reason she's with the MAGA is because of her husband and probably her brother. Probably wanted a pardon for the brother, but the dirt's already out there. And that's why she's saying she might want to be a politician. She's saying that's her calling. She feels, she was asked the question, right? So she feels it's her calling to be a politician. And the only reason she wants to be a politician is to punish people. That's what it is, really. What is her calling? What's her inspiration? Until she finds out that card is not a citizenship law. You ever might be right, Chandler. You might be right. So she's just trying to hold on. She probably got getting scared. She's saying, wait a minute. Yo, this guy Trump, he's starting to do a lot of stuff. He's starting to dig up shit and stuff like that. And he's deporting all these people with the ICE. I don't want them to deport me, right? So I don't know what she cleared up with Trump. Well, we know what she kind of cleared up with Trump, trying to make sure she doesn't get deported because even celebrities could get it. 21 Savage got deported by the ICE, right? One of the top TikToker got deported by ICE the other day. So anybody could get it. Nicki Minaj made sure she was secure by aligning herself with Donald Trump and saying that she's the number one fan of Donald Trump, right? Because of her husband. Let's be straight up. And her brother. She'll sacrifice anything for those two individuals and to kind of make herself, take the attention off of that by making Donald Trump, you know, be behind or she's behind Donald Trump or, any problem she has, Donald Trump could solve it. Anyone who beefs with Donald Trump, she's going to come out on them. Vice versa, right? Vice versa. She gave $300 million. I mean, not $1 million. $300,000. I said $300 million. No, she gave $300,000 at the recent event, right? She gave $300,000 at Trump's recent event. So to me, that's like a payoff. Why did she give 300,000 or two to 300,000? Why did she give that? So she could get her way. She knows power. That's why she wants to be a politician, right? She wants to be a politician because she sees the power. She sees the power. She's a person who likes power. And now her husband or whatever this guy, convicted rapist, even if it's from 1994 or whatever, this man served 4 years in prison, man. 4 years in prison. So he's still dirty. He's still dirty. But she's lashing out on people like Jay Z right now because she wants money. She's angry, saying that he owes her money. Maybe Jay Z does owe some type of money, but she's calling him all types of stuff too. She's saying that he's doing rituals, right? Doing like devil shit, saying that he sacrifices babies. These are, I don't know if this is real news or fake news, but she's saying a whole bunch of things about Jay Z, like Jaguar Wright, right? She's sounding like Jaguar Wright. So what's next for Nicki Minaj? What next is she gonna bring up about them, about somebody, until she finds out the card is not a citizen? Yo, she's going crazy right now. I know she's probably continuing, and this is what she brought up. I think she posted this. Let me put the picture of it. She posted this shit. She posted this accusing Jay Z of being with underage girls. No, really, now, this is something now which is kind of stupid because your husband was accused of a crime being with somebody underage. So now it's like, oh, eye for an eye. Now, Jay Z, you're 26, saying he was with Aaliyah. That's what she's saying, Nicki, saying that's 96. Then Jay Z's 27, and he's with 16-year age Beyonce, 97. I don't know if they were together in 97, but look what she's putting together. And Aaliyah. Who else? I think there's somebody else. There's Foxy Brown too. Foxy Brown as a teenager or 16. So she's trying to say Jay Z, right, allegedly was with underage girls like her husband, right? Nicki don't care, man. Like, this is what they're saying. She posted this shit. She was posting pictures like this, accusing Jay Z. And now you hear about the Epstein files. It's crazy. Now you hear about the Epstein files. She's MAGA. MAGA. I don't know if it's for life. I don't know if it's MAGA just for the moment, but MAGA is for now, so she could have some power in the social media space. Like I said, TikTok is ran by basically America now, mostly. Um, TikTok, she was on TikTok with Trump. That showed you an example. So she is controlling the social media bullying space now. She wants to be a bully. Anybody who talks against Trump, she's the bulldog. She's the bully to go out there and defend Mr. Trump. She said it. Full MAGA. That's what she's doing. MAGA work. She's doing MAGA work for the people. Make America great again. That's what she's doing. Make America great again. Will she make a new album? I don't know. I don't think people are going to want to listen to any new music Nicki Minaj comes with now. Even though her streams might be going up, I feel I can't picture people really saying, I'm gonna go support. Like, imagine a concert now for her. We gotta see how much people still support her in her next show if she has one, which I don't think that's gonna happen. I think she's gonna just retire, right? They say she's an actor too, so let's see. She has these different characters, but it's not good with her husband being an ex offender, registered offender. Doesn't look good. 16-year-old girl, they accuse him of doing some wrongs to. 1994, and he served about 4.5 years in prison. Either way, he went to prison. He still went to prison for that shit. There's no change in that. Still went to prison. There's no passing through that. Still got locked up in prison for that. But yeah, it seems that a lot of people don't like Nicki. You know what? I thought she was funny. Her music in the early days when she started was different. Then when she started with this Barbie shit and she started doing this pop music, then I I was out after when she started doing the Barbie stuff. But when she started her career doing the whatever the mixtapes and stuff, yeah, I could listen to that. But when she started doing this whole Barbie stuff with the different hair colors and whatever shit she was doing, that's when she changed. And I don't know if she was taking a lot of narcotics, but some people accuse her of that, right? But yeah, we shall see what comes up because, like I'm saying, she's the attack dog for Donald Trump. She's the one, right? MAGA. People are angry at Nicki right now, man. They're mad at Nicki, man. She's like, she wants to be like public enemy number one, but she's public enemy number two right now, right next to Donald Trump. Besides Donald Trump right now, maybe it's working for her. She wants that attention. Besides Donald Trump right now, the biggest thing in media right now is Nicki Minaj. 100%. Biggest thing in media right now is Nicki Minaj. Her story is probably oversaturated right now. All the stories out there about her, it's probably oversaturated, I guaranteed, right? About Nicki. A lot of people don't even probably want to see her face. They don't want to see her face, y'all. I don't blame them. But yeah, Donald Trump, this is Nicki Minaj's new ally. She's probably gonna ice him out, right? Show him the culture. And he responded for her, right? Says this is what Donald Trump was saying. Because Nicki brought it out too. He said the Grammy Awards are the worst, virtually unwatchable. CBS is lucky not to have this garbage what litter their airwaves any longer. The host Trevor Noah, whoever he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, at the low ratings Academy Awards, Noah said incorrectly. I thought, wait, it was the Academy Awards, not the Grammy Awards, the Academy Awards. About me, wait, what it says about me, that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton spent time on Epstein's island. Wrong. I can't speak for Bill, but I have never been to the Epstein Island nor anywhere close until tonight's false and defamatory statement. So he didn't, oh, I see. So he didn't like the jokes. He didn't like the jokes. Donald Trump can't take the jokes. Defamatory statement. Have never been accused of being there, not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser. Better get what? Better get his facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue his poor, pathetic, talentless, dope What? Dope of an MC suing him. What? He's gonna sue him. He's planning to sue him. This is funny because, like I said, Nicki Minaj is probably the cheerleader, the biggest cheerleader, cheering this in. 100%. He's cheering this in right now, and it's working. Cheering this in right now. This guy's calling the guy a loser. My lure is to sue your poor, pathetic, talentless dope of a MC. Suing him for plenty money, ask little George Salopoulos. What the fuck? Donald, you better stop listening to Nicki, man. Stop listening to Nicki, man. Because if you don't stop listening to Nicki, you might get yourself into trouble with your wife. I don't know if he doesn't care, but you might get in trouble with your wife. You're listening to Nicki, it's gonna get you in trouble another way, man. She just wants to get her husband this her husband out of a situation. I don't think she gives a shit about being any Republican. A MAGA Minaj. I don't think she gives a damn about being any type of Republican. But people, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. This is the Down to Earth Network, the Down to Earth Podcast with your host, Sean Myrie. I'm out.